Well, it's hurricane preparation day. It's time to head over to my dad's house and put out his shutters, then come home and take care of ours. I see our two favorite bunnies are still out in the yard this morning. Claire's opening the gate, and we got to stop at the hardware store, so it's probably going to be chaos everywhere we go, but let's head over there and see what's going on.
Hello, little one. Whoops. Whoa, it's full of water. The woodpeckers already moved in.
Yeah,
the blue jays moved in.
Thought you were going to film. How you doing?
Thank you.
Yeah, who's that?
This is Gizmo.
Hey, Gizmo. Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Take care of Mommy.
Oh yeah, he does. Believe me. I had a pit bull attack me.
We're out of gas. So this gas station is empty because they're out of gas.
He said all that you have.
You better stand by me all day.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I got to go stand by my 96-year-old dad.
I'm close.
There you go.
Please?
Those are lock nuts. Yeah, I should have 44 there. So those are 5 cents each. All right.
Okay.
At least we're moving again. I saw some lights up ahead. Maybe near Walmart or the gas station up here in the corner. We need another ladder. A taller one to get up to the top. Yeah. Let me see that sweat on the upper lip. And then there's you. Well, we got my dad's shutters up around his house. He's all set now and we put everything away. So we're gonna head over to Wendy's and have a chicken sandwich and a chocolate frosty to cool off, and then head back out to our house. We've got a couple of Spanish guys that do some yard work for us coming tomorrow to help us put our shutters up. Well, we're back from my dad's house. We got all of his hurricane shutters up, and man, was it hot and humid. We are really wiped out, so We took a cold shower, a nap. Now we're having an afternoon cup of coffee. One of the things that my wife and I always do when we've got something coming like a trip or hurricane prep or something like that is we make a checklist of the things that we have to do. So this afternoon we have to get the dog kennel in because my dad's going to be out staying with us here. I've got a little kennel for his dog Buster. I have to go out. We've got some stuff on the ground near our trailer and I have to work on that and also secure the tarp. I have to go out to my chickens. I'll take you with me out there. I have to get their food in and put it in the pump house. I have to finish mowing the lawn. I got most of it done yesterday, but it was kind of flooded, so I have to pull up the hose and the extension cord. I've got a fan that I keep in my chicken coop. I've got to pull that extension cord up so I can finish mowing the grass. I also went to the feed store and have some salt and things I need to get back here. We have to finish making ice. We always make a lot of ice and put it in our chest freezer so that we'll have, I'm sure the power is going to go out, maybe out for several days, so we're going to have at least big blocks of ice in the chest freezer, even though we'll keep the chest freezer running with the generator. And then we have to make ice cubes in the refrigerator as well. So that'll get us for today. That's my neighbor putting up his shutters. And then my friend Alberto is coming tomorrow, and he and his buddy will help me put the shutters up around the house. I'll record that for you as well. So, man, it's, you know, the other thing about hurricanes is the barometer starts dropping, which makes it incredibly muggy. So there's no relief. Right now there's no wind at all, and it's not only really hot, but so muggy. And it just continues to fall as the hurricane gets closer and closer. Other thing about this hurricane in particular is we have been having so much rain around here. It's just been unbelievable. So the ground is super saturated, meaning that it can't absorb the intense rainfall that comes with hurricanes. I used to have a really, really large pine tree right here, and when Hurricane Francis came in 2004, and it was stationary here for like 2 days and just rained continually, the ground got so soft that we just watched the pine tree over the course of like 10 or 12 hours just slowly tip over until it settled into the ground. I lost my biggest tree in the yard as it just settled over. It didn't blow over. So that's where we stand at this point. And let's finish my coffee and let's get on the lawnmower and move some stuff around. So I forgot to put on my work clothes because we're going to be really hot and dirty out here again. But I forgot to tell you one other thing on my project. Got some stuff out around the trailer we have to work on, and we have to secure the tarps on the top again. If this thing's as strong as they say it's going to be, we might even lose the trailer. I mean, there's a good chance it could blow away. Oh, great! It's pouring. Great, it just started pouring, so that's going to put a big crimp in everything we wanted to do. The other thing I was going to tell you about last night, my cat, this morning when I got up, my cat was so proud to show me he caught a rabbit last night. And what remained of the rabbit was on the front porch. He made me come out and look. He was so proud of his rabbit. But it's a big mess on the front porch. I have to clean that up too. Okay, this is Florida. It's not raining, except I'm trying to dry my little booties out here, and they just got rained on. So the first thing I need to do is I need to back the car out a little bit because we're going to make some more ice. Here's the chicken feed and salt I need to take out there.
I think what I'd like to do is let me look in the bottom and see if I can put this on the floor, rearrange something. Yeah.
So it's nice we just had a little shower to add some humidity to the situation if it wasn't muggy enough. So what we were doing was making big blocks of ice in the big chest freezer that we have. And I know we're going to lose power and we'll keep the freezer running, but at least we have those big blocks of ice in there that really help. Now I'm going to move this chicken feed and salt to the back. 50 pounds of scratch feed. I tell you, if anybody tells you they think they want to get some chickens, you don't want to get chickens. You want to just buy the eggs from somebody that's got them. There's so much work involved in having chickens. I've had these out here since 2005, 14 years, and I'm telling you, it's a lot of work. 50 pounds of Layena pellets. In the old days, they used to call Layena pellets laying mash. This is what the hens need to, I guess, lay eggs. 40 pounds of salt. Another 40 pounds of salt. And now we'll take all this around to the back. Anybody tells you they want to have chickens. And I have to secure them from the storm. One of the things about a storm like this is you really don't know what could happen. But on a Category 4, it could be really catastrophic. So you just have to plan for everything. And then if it misses you or isn't as strong, then you've kind of done it all for nothing. But it can be really, really tiring. Okay, that's the salt. Now let's head out to the chicken coop and put the let's see here, wait a minute, I got to coil up the hoses and the extension cord so I can mow the grass. Now I know you're probably asking, why am I cutting the grass when there's a hurricane coming? Well, it's so hot and so wet, the grass continues to grow anyway. It may be raining for the next several days, and then there could be debris everywhere. It could be 10 days before we can pick the yard up again. Till you have one of these hurricanes too, you just never know what can blow around. I mean, there's loose stuff all over the yard, and you just go around and try and find some way to secure it or put it in out of the wind. Last time we had a hurricane, pretty strong hurricane, guy right back here, my next door neighbor, he had what we call a TED shed, one of those aluminum or steel sheds, and it was picked up and thrown over the fence. So you never know what's going to happen. Things that I've done as long as I've lived out here is I have a piece of plywood with a loop on it that I call a sled, and you can carry so much more stuff on that than you can with a wheelbarrow or anything else, and of course pull it with the tractor. Let me show you something else. Remember I told you it's so flooded out here? It's incredible. Let me show you my fire pit. It's full of water. Let me show you my side yard. That's going to be the problem with a hurricane.
there's going to be so much more water come. They're talking about this hurricane slowing down too. If it slows down and sits here for a couple of days, I mean, we are really going to be flooded. I'm going to grab the sled and hook it onto the lawnmower. What are you doing? What are you doing out there? You're chasing rabbits, aren't you? So let's take the, let me show you something here. These won't be here next week. That's a stalk of immature bananas. Yeah, they'll probably be gone. Dog doesn't even care about the hurricane, does he? Okay, next thing on the list, we've dropped the sled off here. The next thing on the list is I've got to run out to the back again and get the dog kennel for my dad's little dog Buster. So let's head out there. Okay, we got the remains of the rabbit cleaned off the porch. Other thing is I need to get up in here and add a little duct tape to a downspout connection. So I don't know what we're going to do about the trailer. You know, a storm of this magnitude could just take a trailer like this and make mincemeat of it. It's just a big box of fiberglass. It's pretty light, so it could go anywhere. Let me show you what it... We've got it right here. We keep it covered with a tarp just to keep things from damaging the top or water from sneaking in. I think we're going to put the ladder and some of those pieces of wood underneath it, and then I think what we're going to do is show you this. I think we're going to put the lawnmower here on the deck and run a rope over the top of the trailer, and then maybe the extra ballast of the weight of the lawnmower will keep it from blowing away. It's also under a tree, but the tree's pretty brittle, so I mean it's kind of between a rock and a hard place. So let me see how much rope I've got over here. I usually keep quite a bit around. I've also got this expensive nylon rope, and I've got another 100 feet of it inside. The trailer. Enough rope to tie it down one time. I'm going to have to use the rest of it to tie up the trash can receptacles. You know, all the TV stations can give you all this hurricane prep talk about water, medicine, candles, stuff like that. But this is the real hurricane prep out in the yard. I've done this my whole life in Florida. Man, it's just brutal. And you want to wait till the last minute to try and do it, but the barometer starts dropping and you just suffocate out here. Anyway, let me work on my rope project. Here's my rope. I'm getting too old for this, I'll tell you. Okay, that used up all my rope, so I've got to cut another piece here to tie up the garbage cans. Okay,
I just took an ice cold shower and laid down under the fan in front of the TV for a few minutes to cool off. It's mercilessly hot out here. And the latest is that the hurricane is coming right to us, so preparations continue. We're going to go do some work around the front door right now. Another thing about hurricanes is before they arrive, the weather's just gorgeous, and you can't imagine that there's this monster storm brewing out there. I mean, look at the sky behind me. Look at those palm trees. Beautiful, cute white cumulus clouds and the blue sky, and yet right out there the wind's blowing 130 miles an hour. Okay, well, one other thing about this hurricane, we're certainly going to lose power, so we're going to get our generator out. Let me show you this. I know it looks pretty old, but it's got a Honda engine in it. It's 6,500 watts, and it's got a Honda engine, starts on the first pull. So when we lose power, we'll be able to still run a few things. Okay, and what might be the final project of the day, we're going to go nail the top down on the chicken coop. Okay, we're wrapping it up for today. I want to do a walk around tour of the yard. There's been a lot of views on my tropical yard video, and I want to do another quick walk around before the sun goes down. The yard may not look this way tomorrow or the next couple of days, but I want to show you this. You know, I've been telling you how wet it is out here. Let me show you how much water is in my yard cart, and let me show you how much water is in my yard cart. It was emptied yesterday, and this is just from last night. But that's like 3 or 4 inches of water. It's unbelievable. Thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. This is how we get prepared for a hurricane in South Florida. If you've enjoyed this, you might consider subscribing so you don't miss other ones, and give me a thumbs up down below. I really appreciate it. Now I'm going to go make that other video on the tropical yard before the storm.